Guys, let's kick it off.
Let's get this going. This is the second event of 4 here that we're about to start. Masons, can I get trowels up in the air or hands up in the air? Are we ready? Time clock, are you ready? Jim, let's count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's do it.
All right, we're off and running. These trowels have been picked up, the sizes of shovels, and they're off and running. Watch this dance here in silence.
Here's going to be your teams as you look across. You see the stalls with the 40 numbers on them. Stall 401, Howard Cole and tender Martin Avendaro. 402, Gerardo Patlan and Robert Patlan. 403, JT Payne and Jeff Head. Mike Canez IV and Luis Salcido. If you know the name Mike Canez, yeah, he was a winner back in the past. This is his son. So look for him to be close or in the money. Jose Soto, stall number 405, number 406, Jose Cimental. Stall number 407, Roberto Cimental. Stall number 408, Tabita Tautiole. Stall number 409, Richard King. 410, Christopher Duby. And stall number 411, Israel Sandoval. Crowd, let's make a little noise and let's watch these guys lay some block. Now the whole idea is 20 minutes of work. Then they're going to get a 5-minute rest period, then 5 minutes to tool the wall. But there is a catch. They don't know which side of the wall that's going to be tooled and judged. Once they get done, and while they're in their rest period, we're going to get a member of the MCAA to come over to the center of the arena. Jim O'Connor and Sean O'Malley will be with them. We're going to flip a coin. And whether that coin is on heads or tails will determine which side of the wall is going to be clean and tooled. So they have to be real careful as they lay the block to make sure that it's pretty even on both sides.
Hey, Tom, we're over here. Jim and I are over here, and we're actually over in stall 404. Take a look at this. He's got leads built on one side, meaning that he had to actually pick up his stabile at 4-foot level, and he laid up, looks like 3-4 courses, and now he's laying his bed joints all the way out. He's spreading the wall, going to the right side, and he's actually going to start building up that lead. This is all about strategy. We're going to come over here and watch as he starts to build up this lead. Once these leads are built, that's when the speed really comes in. He's got to be very meticulous on this part right here, because they have quality. They have to meet as well. He's doing a fantastic job. I hear his fan crowd. I hear his fans in the background. They're all cheering and they're making him motivated. We're going to watch this for just a little bit. I'll keep you posted as it develops.
Thanks, Sean. You know, and you would have thought that the World of Concrete didn't miss a beat or trade shows in Vegas because just like it was before, they're 5, 6, 7 deep around the arena right now trying to root on their favorite mason and tender. But we do want to thank our judges for the fastest trowel on the block. John Jacob, Brandon Hartzell, Tiffany Talima, Roti Miller, Tom Bacala, Reno Montoya, Terry Watts, Tyler Watts, Melvin Schwendeman, Donnie Williams, Kent Bounds, Hoss Hoskinson, Jabatzi, Robert Gabatzi, and Dave Andres. So thank you very much for volunteering and helping us judge this event today. Let's watch these guys lay some block. How much time do we have left? We got 16 minutes left, Sean. We're about a quarter of the way through. Give me an update.
Oh, I got an awesome update. I'm over here in JT Payne's stall. Now, masons, they are craftsmen. They have to know how to lay brick. They have to know how to lay block. JT has actually competed last year in our Spec Mix Bricklayer 500. He did an amazing job. This year, he's switching gears, and he's actually pounding these block in. Watch this. He's got one course completed all the way. Good. Leads are done. I don't know. He's getting ahead of the others. This could be a runaway.
Sean, what I like, and I'm over here in 407, Roberto Cimental, and I love the way he's taken the Marshalltown trowel, and he's just ripping that mud down 5-6 block at a time. They're just laying the mud out in strips, and then they're just dropping the block. It really is impressive. I see you on your knees down there. I'm going to go back to you.
Yeah, JT's spreading out his wall right now. He's almost like a figure skater or a speed skater. He's got his hand behind his back. He's saving as much energy as possible. He's got a spread of about 5 foot per trowel. That trowel, I think it should be AKA shovel. He's getting a lot of that spec mix mortar moving fast.
All right, let's watch these guys for a couple of minutes. I don't hear a lot of noise coming from family and friends. That's important.
I agree with you, Tom. I'm going to walk over here towards the east side. Do we have any fans out there? You got some kids competing? Well, I tell you, I'm standing right next to you. Do you think they can hear you in the stalls? I don't think so. Let's go. Let's get some noise going for your favorite team. Bring them home.
Sean, when we're looking at the walls, how many block are we looking at each row? Of course, the bottom was the starter course. What do you think? How many are we going to get? You're over there at 407, Roberto Cimental. How does it look over there? And as I said, what's the block count per row?
22 and a half block per row. It is a 30-foot wall, and these guys are flying, absolutely flying. Just to give you an idea, I talked to the DCTC in Chicago, and they helped me out with this. They say the amount of block that they're going to lay today, with the mortar that they're spreading, could be anywhere from 54 to 5,800 pounds in 20 minutes.
Now that's a couple
lot of
tons
weight.
of material.
It's a couple tons of material that they throw in 20 minutes, folks. You guys go to the gym and don't do it for an hour and pay for that. These guys are getting paid for this.
Hey, Tom, I'm still over here in Roberto's stall over at 407, and I got to take it back. I don't know. He's got 2 completed courses in. He's spreading out his bed joint on his 3rd course now. His leads are up. These guys are dancing fast. This is 20 minutes of pure madness right here.
Let's go.
It's going to be a contest. They were going after it. Let's hear it for these guys, folks.
We're almost halfway done. 12 minutes remaining, everybody. Masons and tenders, 12 minutes remaining.
Tom, we got the teams in here that obviously are pushing a lot of block and moving a lot of mortar around. But what about these mudslingers? We got mudslingers out here that are bringing this material, the spec mix mortar being carted in the multi-quip mud tubs, being mixed in a 20 cubic foot mixer by multi-quip. The Essex mixer, it's a monster.
You know, I'm down here on the floor right now, and I'm getting real close into the action, and I can hear the tender talking to the mason. Come on. Come on.
What are they saying?
Come on. They are getting fired. It's very encouraging, you know. Come on. Let's go. More block. More mud. More block. More mud. It is very mud. You can see they work together, and it's just like they're really inspired. There is $8,000 on the line with this. And right here, these guys are working real good. You can just see how fast they're going. But it's an encouraging word. Every other block. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, they need that. This is 20 minutes that they got to go as fast as possible. And I tell you what, from what I'm seeing, Jim, they don't care how hot it is. They're just going to keep going.
It's not hot to them. They're moving like crazy. I can't believe this. There's 3 or 4 courses almost done.
I mean, I was thinking that maybe at the 10-minute mark, at the halfway mark, we might see an extra gear. I think they're already in it.
There's no quitting these guys. Look at them all.
We are just about halfway there, guys. Just about halfway there. 10 minutes and change.
We're about to find out who's got it. Who's the hungriest here today in this seat? 10 minutes more to go. Then they can look forward to a little break.
We might need to get a scaffold company in here. I don't know. They're going up.
Yeah, we're going to have to get that plank jumped up.
Scaffold company, get a plank, foot plank.
Come on, let's keep them cheered on here. We got
go, guys. This is
second
amazing.
half.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You can see it right here. He's got it fitting in the block. He's got a tender that is, he's really getting into it, telling him, he kind of guides him along the way. Not every single piece can be done by the mason, so the tender will keep an eye on him as he goes down the line, and he'll help him along. Maybe need a little more hair, a little more mud there, trying to squeeze the block in, and you can see how he's talking with him and encouraging him. This is what teamwork is all about.
Hey, come on over here to Soto's wall. Look at this. He just threw another 3-course lead on there. Now, he just built the Statue of Liberty on top of everybody else. You see who's the tallest right now. Keep an eye on this. He seems like he's in the lead right now. Does he have the endurance and the stamina to stay with it for about another 5-6 minutes?
3 courses, that's optimistic. He knows he can get there. It's pretty impressive.
They would not build those leads that big if they didn't think they could fill them in. That's right. The money blocker in the middle of the wall. They don't want to waste time on the leads. They want to get as many units in as possible.
I'd like to ask the crowd right now, who do you think's going to win? And who? We got winners over here? Just under 8 minutes. Just under 8 minutes to go. Then they'll have a 5-minute rest period. We'll flip the coin, and then 5 minutes to clean and tool the side of the wall that is determined by that flip of the coin.
Let's go, Joe.
Just under 7 minutes. Just under 7 minutes.
All right, last year we saw 136, was that the final number?
What's the number?
136, 8 by 8 by 16 CMU units in 20 minutes.
And I would like to make an announcement to the contractors out there that are looking at these guys. Let's not gauge them against your guys in the wall working 8 hours. This is a contest and they are flying. You can't expect any human to work like this. This is just amazing.
Nobody can keep this punishment up.
What a pace.
8-hour day.
What a pace. So remember that this is a contest and it's fantastic, but you couldn't work like this, so don't gauge your guy.
I mean, Arizona Best Block brought these in here for these masons to throw up these walls, and they're just getting higher and higher. I never thought that it would be even possible to top last year. But again, they don't care about the heat. Just go after it.
Just eating it up, man.
All right, we're coming down to the remaining minutes. So these guys, they got to reach deep inside to get it out. They came here for a reason. They don't want second place. They want that $8 grand in their pocket in the MCAA Fastest Trowel on the Block. It's an amazing event that goes off every year.
I'd also like to mention that with the price of wood and steel, our walls are super competitive, and we can beat that. So if you're a designer or a builder, take a good look at these babies, because it's a better wall for less cost. If you got any questions, you can go to masonrystrong.com or buildwithmasonry.com.
5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes. That's it. Your final 5 minutes. Keep it going. Let's go, guys. 5 minutes.
Vamos, Joe, vamos, Joe.
4 minutes remaining. Words of encouragement. Now would be a good time. These guys are running out of steam. Come on, let's get them fired up. 4 minutes.
Who are we going to be looking at here? Are we going to be talking with Jose Soto over in 405? Maybe JT Payne over in 403. They got some big walls. They got the crowd to back them up. They're reaching deep. They're getting the last ones in.
Roberto in
We're almost
407.
there.
Knocking it out.
Come on, guys. I don't know. I got a wall over here in 407.
Yeah, Roberto is flying too.
Killing it. Roberto Cimental, he is just knocking it out.
These forearms gotta be burning right now. Does Roberto have enough in those forearms to get those last couple of blocks?
Oh, yeah.
Tom, what is the countdown? Come on, give us the minutes then.
We got 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining.
Let's go with those 3 minutes. You better give it everything you got. $8 grand on the line here. The bragging rights for the next year to be the champion block layer. Let's go.
You're in the middle, yeah. Eso. Bajito tu punto así. Let's go. Hey, remember the cut. You gotta cut. Come on. Let's go. You're in the center. There you go.
All right, we're coming down to the final minutes. I'm over in Gerardo Petland in 402. He's got a tall wall. This was last year's champion. Are we going to be coming back, handing him some cash, handing him a trophy? Look at him. He's spreading out a lot of bed joint. He's spreading a lot of wall with only a little bit of time left. So we're going to see if this pans out for him. Do you think he can fill it all the way in? That's going to be the key.
About a minute and a half. Whatever you got left, put it out. Minute and a half left. Or as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, get to the chopper now.
I'll be back.
Let's go. I heard a request for talk. Let's get some chatter going out here. JT wants it now. It doesn't matter if he's installed 403, 404, 405. Let's kick it. I don't know. Whoever has the loudest cheering section could be the winner. We got less than a minute to go.
Forty-five seconds. Come on, last chance. Let's go. Got about 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds. Last chance. If you want to put it all out, do it now. Don't wait.
Let's go, Joe.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14.
Help us count
13,
this down. Let's
12,
go.
11, 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, trowel down.
Trowels down.
Let's
Give all you guys hand.
All right.
Woo! What a show! Let's hear it for these guys. Wow!
Woo! Jimmy, I am exhausted watching that.
They can brick you in your office in 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
Wow!
It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
It's just amazing.
We're going to give these guys a 5-minute rest period. And standing next to me right now, of course, this is the MCAA's competition, the fastest trowel in the block. Paul Oldham is here. He is the chairman. What'd you think, man? Good competition, huh?
This is crazy today. In this heat, and for not knowing if we were going to be able to do this or not, and this for what these guys have done. I know Jimmy's wanting to step up, and I don't know what you want to say to that, but they need scaffold.
I thought we were going to need scaffold. We didn't have a scaffold company out here. It was going to get a little crazy.
I mean, we might have to do that next year. I mean, we may have to consider it because the block count seems to be getting a little higher each year, Paul.
Maybe those blocks are taller or something. What's going on around
I
here?
still think those are 75 high, so
I only wish they all were.
yeah, right?
Okay, well, now while they're resting, this is what we have to do. We're going to flip a coin. And the coin is going to determine which side of the wall that they're going to clean. Now, you got a coin?
No, I don't.
You don't have a coin? You don't have a coin? I got an idea.
I lost
know
all
what
my
to do.
money here in Vegas already.
I know what
no
to
coins.
do. Paul, would you hold this for me?
Oh, I hope you have a durable case there.
He's technically advanced now.
I wouldn't go that far.
Flip a coin?
How are you going to flip that?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is just as good as Siri will randomly flip a coin to do. I'm not kidding. She'll do that.
So we're putting it
What?
on
Is it like a
Siri.
roulette table?
It's the real thing. Watch this.
Well, I think we have to give Paul the honors. Push the button, whatever it has to happen.
It's actually voice activated.
Oh, okay, great.
All right, here we go. Listen up. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Siri called heads. You heard it right there. You can see Paul. Can you verify?
It says heads.
All right, now Jim, what does that mean? Because that determines what side of the wall. Give us the rule.
We had heads or tails. Tails was going to be on the bricklayer side. Heads would be outside the bricklayer side. So the outside of the wall where the bricklayer was laying, he now can tool. Outside the wall, bricklayers, is the one you get the tool.
Well,
Okay,
we've
still
got about
have
3 minutes.
remaining. Correct. 3 minutes remaining in the rest period. So they're looking over the wall right now to see what they have to do.
I
Sean?
tell you what, that might not have been the best choice or the best toss for these block layers because by tooling the back side of their wall, they can't see that joint nearly as well. So there could be a lot more holes, meaning they need a lot more time to get the tooling done best.
All right, Sean, why don't you show us what you mean? Take the camera number 2 over there, go to the wall, and show them what the difference in that coin flip actually means. Sean?
Here, let's take a look right here. There could be, since he's laying overhand, he can't see all the way down there. These walls are so tall, he can't see the actual action. So now that they selected this side to be struck, which is away from him, it would have been much easier, a much cleaner and full joints, bed joints and head joints on the working side. So I don't know. We're gonna see. Do you think it's a disadvantage to be on this side of the wall? Okay, he got some confidence. He doesn't care what side of the wall he's on. Tom, I think we got just, about another minute and a half before we actually get going on this?
Yeah, no working in there right now. You cannot work. It is strictly a rest period only. No tooling the wall. We do have to wait that. So, Jim, what do you think? You were out there with the walls. I see a couple of walls right there that look pretty good. What are we talking as far as block count?
Hey, Jim, can I just chime in here for just a minute because I was asked a really good question. This is opposite of the board side that's going to be tooled. Not starting yet, but when you do, it's going to be opposite of the boards. Now, I'm sorry to interrupt, Tom.
No, I was just going to turn you around because we got a really good shot of your backside on camera there.
Then why do you want to turn me around?
Okay, so we're looking at a couple of these walls over here, Jim, that look really stout. What are we talking brick count? What might be the winning number?
They're all over. There's 3 or 4 well over 100. So
And last year we had 130 something, which was the number. I believe 138, if I'm not mistaken.
It was about 60 degrees, too. They could really motor, and the mud was flying.
Do you think it was a difference, Sean? We talked about that earlier with the mud. You noticed somebody, they were actually wetting the block. Do you think that's a factor in our total count for today?
Well, it really can be, but just like the toughest tender that we saw end just a little while ago, we can tell which one is the highest wall right now. But that doesn't mean that they're the winner. We have our judges out here in the MCAA rules. They've got certain criteria they've got to follow. So even though it's the highest wall, it may not be the best.
All right, we've got about 10 seconds left. Guys, remember you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to tool and clean your walls when I say go. 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. 5 minutes to tool and clean. Remember, it is the opposite side of where the mason was. And again, the mason is going to be doing all the work for all this. The tender is not allowed to touch the wall. You're going to watch them clean. Watch over here. Come on over here. Follow me. You can see how he's working in right now, cleaning the wall, filling it in. There might be any holes right there. You can see how he's using his tool. His mason, his tender is right there, right by his side. He's got a board of mud ready to go. He's got the Gatorback board loaded. Of course, Gatorback now a part of Marshalltown. And Sean, is there a best way to do this type of cleaning and troweling, tooling?
Well, in block lying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Now, he's electing to use an S-joiner versus a bed joiner. We're going to see that as we walk down. Some other masons are actually electing to use the bed joiner on all the joints.
Why?
Traditionally, they would just use those on the bed joints because
Right.
they're very long runs.
Okay.
But to keep up the speed, they like to use the bed joiner. So not too many people are using this S-joiner approach.
Interesting. All right, we're going to let them clean. You got less than 4 minutes to go, and then we'll figure it out. Judges will go over all the walls and see who takes home the $8,000 first prize.
Hey, can I get one? We're still out here. I'm watching this amazing stuff go down and just how fast these guys can tool these walls. The tenders are working with their mason. I'm over here in stall number 405. It's Jose Soto again. I mean, we saw how fast he was going with his block work. He's just as fast with his bed joiner, filling in his joints. And his tender is helping him. He's showing him, he's talking to him, which joints to hit first. They're going after the quality here. Make sure they fill all those holes. He's also keeping them motivated, Tom. I mean, this is the key to success in this event. Let's just watch this for just a few minutes. We're about halfway through this, 2.5 minutes to go. 2.5 more minutes of tooling, and we're going to crown a champion for 2021. I think these guys are just worn out. I mean, that was a tough 20 minutes. I don't care who you are. If you're an Ironman, you do marathons, you cannot compete out here for 20 minutes humping this many blocks for that long.
I was here for the first time. These are regular weight block. These are not lightweight that I know of.
That just makes it that much harder.
And again, all the inventors, those stretchers, that takes a little weight up too. They weren't allowed to lay ahead of this. It's a tough day.
It is. I bet their hands are going to be hurting. And I noticed they all use one hand to pick up those blocks. I mean, we're talking about 40 to 50 pounds per block. I mean, that's a lot of arm curls. I don't care. Absolutely.
All right, thanks, guys. We've got a minute and a half left, 90 seconds to clean and tool the walls, then we'll put the judges to work. And then, of course, the culmination of the day, Masonry Madness, the Super Bowl of Masonry. Personally, I like to call it the biggest party in Masonry, where we find out who is the world's best bricklayer. That's right around the corner. 1 hour for those guys to build the best wall they possibly can with the fewest deductions. you're going to be driving home a Ford F-250, and our top craftsman, the best wall, the most perfect wall, over 500 brick, is going to get the Kubota RTV X1140. It is just an incredible machine. Not too much time left, less than 1 minute.
Yeah, we got less than a minute, and I tell you what, I am not hearing enough noise out there. If you can't yell for 60 seconds, you got nothing. Come on, let's hear it.
Way to go, fellas.
Here we are at 35 seconds to go. 35.
And just to say, tooling is no break.
It is not a break.
These guys are Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, their hands are flying.
All right, we got 20 seconds to go here. These guys are bent over and they are moving. This has got to be really painful on their back, but they're reaching deep. They want that title. Look how clean that wall is.
Sell that wall right now.
All right, 10, 9, 8, bring it home with
7,
me.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it.
Strikers down.
Woo!
Oh, let's hear it for them as loud as you can. These guys put in 25 minutes of just pain.
You know, we have a multi-quip mud tub over here full of ice if anybody wants to jump in, so. All right, here we go, everybody. Here's what we got for the fastest trowel on the block. In third place, with a score of 86 points, from Gilbert, Arizona, Roberto Cimental. Roberto, he's going to get $1,500 cash. Him and his mason gets a nice trophy, a check from the MCAA, and a really nice Marshalltown bag. We're going to get them up on stage. Guys, congratulations. Go up on stage. We're not done yet, though. In second place, and, you know, again, we're talking about close, 1 point different for second place. The score of 87 points from Phoenix, Arizona, Gerardo Patlan. Yes. Yes, that's Gerardo. He is with Adams Fence, and Roberto is with Arizona State Masonry. So Adams Fence, second place there with Gerardo. Congratulations, guys.
Now, that was our champion from last year, so we don't have a two-peat on our hands. We've got a new winner.
But you know what? A first place and a second place is pretty good for 2 years in a row.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it really is. All right, in first place, we got a check for $8,000 cash. The difference between third and first was 3 points.
That is close.
3 points from Phoenix, Arizona, Diamond Masonry, Jose Soto. Congratulations, Jose, 89 points. As I said, just 3 points difference. That's how close some of these contests can be, Sean.
That was the hardest 20 minutes of competition to watch. Amazing job. Congratulations, gentlemen. Congratulations. Good to see you.
Now, these guys are not only getting a nice check, first place is also getting the Marshalltown Ceremonial Trowel Trophy, a pair of Iron Age boots as well. Second place and third place get their checks, plus the Marshalltown large tool bag containing the brick trowel, margin trowel, tape measure, beaver tail brush, jointer, and tuck pointer. Also, we have some nice Belden bags that have just been donated over here. Thank you, Brian Belden from Belden Brick. Everybody's going to walk away with a new Belden bag as well. Let's have a nice hand for all of our teams out there. Congratulations, guys. Nice job. Nice job.